The following is a message from the Office of the Medical Marijuana Liaison in Michigan.
The Michigan Messed Up Marijuana Act of 2008, a position paper from Office of the Liaison. My name is Michael Grant, and I work for and against the government simultaneously. As with recent interviews on TV and print, I will be balanced, and whatever the media decides to emphasize or sensationalize is up to them. The following report will A. give a brief overview of medical marijuana in the state of Michigan, B. describe each opposing side's issues, C. offer solutions for a statewide reconfiguration of law, and D. offer expert analysis on Michigan's medical marijuana trends. Contrary to the tone of this critical analysis of a well-meaning but abused program, I won't want you kind viewers to neglect that I genuinely love the MMJ registry program. I want to see it continue, modified or not. So let that be clear, tantamount to anything I subsequently state. If Michigan voters intended to create a systemic web of quasi-criminal, bordering on racketeering influence corrupt organizations, then congratulations, Hicks. The stoners pulled one over on you. There are more interpretations of this law than the Bible. It's different in California. They already had a chronic market built into their lifestyle, and Mexico. But in America, everyone smokes pot now. What's the statistic? 4 out of every 3 smoke it? I mean, sure, now pot is everywhere, but 18 to 20 months ago, there was just confusion, frustration, and scam after scam. And I came along with a pitch to unite the community for the sake of new patients, while below the radar we slugged it out. In 2009, I created the position of liaison to address the holes, and a media-friendly avatar titled Mr. Pot Info to be the spokesperson. Michigan has had its own set of victories, though the new law frowns on mass operations. Smaller successes, like the first medical marijuana calendar with over 20 sponsors, was released in April 2010. The first of its kind in the whole country, and a model of how to cull disparate groups together for co-marketing purposes to further the movement. There has to be a perception, at least, of camaraderie. So I go to all the events, several types of meetings, protests, court hearings, medicating parties, and conventions in the area. And I've also traveled all over the state to secure advertising. I never expected to have comfy relationships with any of the players long term, because nobody likes their watchdog groups or regulators. IIWII. It is what it is. During the production of the calendar for the benefit of the Michigan Medical Marijuana Association, deals were secured with out-of-state powerhouse suppliers like David Field's Gravity Vortex, as seen on Weeds, as well as international company Trim Pro in Canada, and even Zephyr Vaporizers with Bruce at the helm. And despite keeping the focus on Michigan, it would be hard for me to criticize someone just blowing smoke at that point. I ran the first directory assistance service for medical marijuana in Michigan called Mr. Pot Info. Drawing from the network I developed based on geographical proximity to the caller. Over time, people would make complaints knowing I wouldn't reveal the source. I just wanted the dirt. When given the choice between patronizing the top 10 or boycotting the bottom 10 businesses, people wanted to know who to avoid much, much more. I was onto something. So I surrounded myself with the top leaders in this business. And these are great people that I respect, that also have the respect of the community, in case you thought this was just an ad for them. Martin Yono, Puff Danny, Tim Beck, Greg Francisco, Thomas Lowe, Neil Rockheim, Chris Olivero, Mitch Patel, Jamie Lowell, Rick Thompson, Daryl Stavros, just to name a smattering of different personalities across all the genres. And sadly, there aren't enough of us. Since I've been the liaison, I have never been beholden to any specific entity. I never joined any of the activist political unions groups. I never read the message boards even when they were about me. I never accepted prizes or incentives because it's not ethical. I never met with individuals known to be involved in illegal activities or patronized or promoted their stores. I never excluded anyone from the marketing I do. I never, and still not, do grow my own, and I'm a black thumb. I never attended a recall campaign or fundraiser. Nobody in the original network I established has ever been rated at the time of this press release. So I hope the feds don't make this a bait and switch. I liken it to walking the field with a metal detector, and it beeps, and you think something shiny and valuable is there. So you dig down, and it's just half a bottle cap a dog swallowed and pooped out, and it looks like some of his intestines came with it. Yeah.